Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Juan Salgado checking in, and I'm now 8 weeks out from my powerlifting meet. And for those of you guys who don't know, I'm competing in the junior class, ages 20 to 23, and in the 148-pound weight class. And a couple goals I have for this meet. One is to pretty much place as high as possible, probably like top 5. I know placing first is pretty much out of the question because I'm going up against some beasts. Two of those who happen to be good friends of mine, and that they're Feynman Dang and Peter Pham. And for those of you who don't know, Peter Pham is an elite powerlifter, meaning he's one of like the strongest people in his weight class and age. And Feynman is a California state record squat holder. So pretty much beating those guys is kind of out of the question. So if I can place right behind them, I'll be really happy. I also want to hit a couple PRs and probably get a 1,000 pound total, which will also put me at a class 1 total, which allows me to compete in a nationals meet. So I really want to compete in nationals because it's in Vegas and I love Las Vegas. I also have one of my best friends stays down there, so it'll give me a good reason to go out there and visit him. Shout out to Gary. Also, to say that I competed in a nationals event against the top lifters in the country, that'll be really cool just to be able to say that. Another goal of mine is to pretty much just go out there and have fun. My whole life I played basketball, and I always felt like I was playing for the wrong reasons. So I just really want to go out there and have fun. Right now I'm weighing about 153 pounds, and I'm pretty much just gonna stay at this weight. If anything, probably get like a pound lighter or a pound heavier. And the reason for that is I'm gonna pretty much water manipulate once I get down to like a week out. And for those of you guys who don't know what water manipulation is, it's pretty much it's a technique that powerlifters use in order to make a certain weight class. And if you're just the average Joe who's trying to look good in the beach, it's pretty much useless for you to do water manipulation. But yeah, so training is going really good. This training session right here was really cool. I actually worked out with a couple of my coworkers, and it was pretty cool because when I first started working here at 24 Hour Fitness, they gave me like a really big shirt to wear, like a really big uniform, and nobody thought that I could lift, because I looked really skinny in it. And they saw me work out for the first time, and they're all like, "What the heck? Like, this dude's pretty strong." And they were kind of surprised. So they a couple of my coworkers asked to like work out with me, and it was pretty funny. I had some pretty cool support from my coworker Matt. He's a personal trainer, and and I don't really think I'm strong or anything. It just may look like that in commercial gyms because, to be honest with you, nobody there is really squatting 2 plate like 315, or deadlifting 405. And if you do, it's probably like 1 or 2 people. Something that I experimented with in the past year was not taking any caffeine for months and only taking it on a day where I was going to plan a personal record. So for instance, I laid off caffeine for about 3 months prior to the Iron Empire mock meet. And on the day of, I hit a personal record in squats and in deadlifts. I just took a little bit and it got me like super wired. And caffeine is something that's really overused. So what I'm doing right now is I'm only taking pre-workouts I'm only taking caffeine about 1% of the time. Today was the first time I've had caffeine in like 6 months. And like I said, like half a Monster got me super, super wired. I was like all over the place in this workout. So something that I recommend for those of you who don't lift and are just working out is only take like a caffeine or a pre-workout when you really, really, really need it. And I mean like, on days where you're going to plan a personal record, or, where days you literally got like no sleep. But, if you only got like 6 hours of sleep, or, you had to wake up kind of early and it's just going to be a regular workout, don't take the caffeine, just to save it for like a day that you really need it. I know other people would probably disagree with that. And for instance, my friend Feynman, shout out to you, Feynman. I know you're probably listening to this. Feynman loves stimulants. And, there's nothing wrong with stimulants. Look, Feynman is one of the strongest dudes I know. And, he's always taking pre-workouts. But, even Feynman admits that he probably should lay off the pre-workouts a little bit. But I mean, it all depends on you. You know, if you obviously if you need caffeine, then take it, but just don't overuse it. I think another thing is, for the most part, I always know when I'm gonna hit a personal record. If you don't, you probably want to check your programming a little bit. But I mean, obviously, there's gonna be days where you're just feeling really good for no reason, and you obviously probably want to push it a little bit. But for the most part, you should know about a couple days, if not weeks, in advance when you're gonna plan a personal record. And if you don't know when you're planning personal records, you probably are one of those people that are just freestyling your workouts. But anyways, this video is coming to an end. Like I said, I'm 8 weeks out from the powerlifting meet. I'm super excited. I'm pushing myself really hard right now, you guys. You guys don't know how bad I want it. Thanks for watching, you guys. I'm having a new video every week.